Hi, Clem.
Hi, Anthony. How are you?
You're from the Royal Caribbean and you're the manager for the International Corporate Incentive and Charter Sales. Welcome to BETV.
Thank you.
Now, Royal Caribbean, cruising is leisure and cocktails. Tell me about business events.
You know, everyone's asking the same question today. They're saying, what are you doing here? And our ships are built for business. So a lot of folks don't know that we have dedicated conference facilities on board all of our ships.
Tell me about them.
Okay. Well, on the cruise, actually, so your cruise ticket includes your accommodations, all your meals, so breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So if you add a component, a business component, it's included in your cruise cost. So for example, a conference center on board, which can hold anywhere from 16 guests up to 400 guests. There's no cost to use the conference facility or the AV equipment. It's all included in your cruise ticket price.
Can you say that again?
It's all included in your cruise ticket price.
That's fantastic. And obviously it's going to be business legend. How are you going to get the people to go off the pools into the conference sessions?
You know, we have them captive on board. So it's not like having them, I won't say, but on a land-based destination where there's so much to do and you lose them. You have them captive on board and they will show up for that meeting. You know, there's a certain excitement when a cruise is on the list and those incentive winners know that they're coming on board a cruise ship that stops in multiple destinations. You unpack once and you stop at multiple destinations, but you're also having your yearly conference or your yearly meeting. So they get very, very excited to come on board. So they will show up for that meeting, I can assure you.
Absolutely. Now, how do you guys compare with obviously land-based conference facilities? Are you the same? How does that work for you guys?
Well, again, the excitement of stopping in multiple destinations and unpacking once, and then conference facilities, it's an all-inclusive, so it's about a 30% savings when you compare it next to a land-based resort. It's a typical 30 to 35% savings. So it does, you know, click on, wow, we need to do this at least once in our lifetime. We like to call it think outside the ballroom.
That's fantastic. And so obviously some facilities around the boat. Tell me about those.
Ship. It's a ship.
Ship.
So in addition to, of course, conference facilities, which is what we're here promoting at AIM, we also have some great venues. We're the only cruise line that has 90-minute Broadway shows. These are phenomenal Broadway shows on almost all of our ships. So we have Broadway shows, we have some phenomenal dining, in addition to the regular restaurant where everyone's typically used to coming for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Our ships now have what we call specialty dining. So we have some fabulous dining options like steakhouse, Italian restaurants. There are minimal costs, but the incentive groups love to do buyouts of these restaurants and take over the restaurant for like their awards ceremonies or just private receptions.
And your cruise is based on 5, 7, 10 days?
Yes. The shortest one is 3 nights. So 3 nights, 4 nights, 5 nights, and longer. And where do we go? We're basically everywhere. We have 22 ships in our fleet, and we have 4 being built right now. And we're based anywhere from the Caribbean, Alaska, Australia, New Zealand, of course. We have 8 ships out of Europe. So we're out of Barcelona, out of Rome, out of Venice, out of Southampton, and almost every destination has anywhere from 3 nights and longer.
And is there a season around the Australia's area?
There is a season, yes. It starts around August, I believe, and then it runs through April.
So for an incentive or a conference, we would be a good idea to book around those dates.
Yes, and probably focus on the short cruises that we have. We have 1 2 night, we have a few 3 and 4 nights, but also we've found, especially coming to AIM, that most of the companies love doing their incentives outside of Australia, New Zealand. So they're like, oh, we're looking for something different, so why not the US, why not Europe? And that's where you get the most of the 3 and 4 night voyages.
And I understand this is your second time here at AIM. Tell me about that.
Yes, second time here at AIM because first time was very successful. We had some great clients that we have booked as a result of coming to the show. So we said we must come back here again because, again, they are surprised that we're even here, and most of them learning that we have conference facilities on board our ships has been a great hit.